What should I do with this garbage? Just throw them away with everything else, right? When trying to convince my surroundings that driving an electric car, a Tesla Model 3, is something good for the environment, since the electric motor is so efficient and has no tailpipe emissions, I'm getting the argument. Do you think that this will save the environment? There is so many other things that is destroying the world that we live in, so it doesn't matter. I don't like this attitude. Everything counts, even if there is so many negative things in the world that is affecting our nature right now. But there is no quick fix for this problem that humans have put themselves in. We have to do things in many levels and change many areas in the same time in order to achieve the goal of a sustainable lifestyle for us that lives today and future generations. So switching to electric transport is just one piece in the puzzle. But what about the package that I had my milk and cereals in? This is not only me that has this waste that I want to get rid of. And this is just a little bit of all my garbage that I don't need when the product that it comes with is finished. It's a lot, and it becomes a huge quantity from every human that needs to be disposed. Throwing everything to the city dump maybe is not the best idea. I don't know how recycling works where you live and if you recycle at all, but here in Sweden there is even a law that says that everyone has to recycle. And in order to recycle stuff, it needs to be sorted. And here in Sweden, we have to do it ourselves. So you cannot throw everything into the standard garbage bin. In this standard garbage bin goes only paper napkins, envelopes and other stuff that is not practical or suitable for recycling. All of this is transported to the local heating plant and burned. And in this process there is produced both electricity but mainly heat that is distributed as hot liquid to the city, warming houses and apartments and office buildings. At this power plant they are even investigating in the possibility to implement so-called CCS technology, where the carbon will be captured and transported to Norway and over there pumped underground under the sea and stored for the future. If the company Vattenfall that runs this power plant gets all pieces in place, including the financial contribution from the Swedish state and EU, the carbon capture can be up and running in 2030. We will see, as always, when it comes to future predictions. The organic waste is collected and put in special brown waste bins, and they are transported to a refinery that produces biogas from the waste. That is used to run the local buses in the city, saving a huge amount of diesel that instead would have been used. But all other things has to be sorted, like the packages, and it has to be transported to different stations located around the town, where you have to put it in different containers. And I do so too with my Tesla. So we have to sort things like this. So plastic like this needs to go here, and these things needs to be sorted in another way like this. And here is some more plastic, and here is some metal in here. And this material has to go together with all other things that is located here. And this one has to go, this is like plastic, I think this is, I feel like plastic, yes. And then there is glass, needs to be sorted in different place. And then we have a plastic again, more plastic. is not anything that I'm doing with joy. But this is how the situation is. Everything has to be sorted. Packages, plastic, metal, glass, paper, so it can be recycled in different ways. Okay, so I'm ready. I'm doing this for the benefit of our environment, and here in Sweden there is also a law saying that if you are producing something, you're responsible for the waste. Therefore, the big manufacturers have came together and formed a company that has the responsibility to collect all the materials and take care of it and make sure that it will be recycled. It is the company called FTI, and if you are interested in order to see how they are recycling things, I will put a link in the description below to the FTI website so you can see yourself how the waste become raw material for new products. Okay, but the argument says that this extra transport that everyone has to do, driving to those stations to get rid of this garbage, is a harder stress on the environment than the benefit from recycling. But for most people, they have their station within walking distance, especially in more dense populated areas. So altogether, the researcher says that the recycling is justified when it comes to environmental perspective. Recycling is the way of going forward, and that goes for electric cars too, and especially the batteries. The process is in place for doing this today when the car has done their time. If you are interested to see more about my Tesla and the electrification that comes with it, here is some suggestions of videos that might interest you. And also please subscribe, and until next time, happy recycling and have a great life.